Hello everyone, in this video we will discuss the basic of chapter 15, that is probability, class 10. First of all, we will discuss some basic terms that we are going to use in this chapter. The first one is experiment. An operation which can produce some well-defined outcome is known as experiment. For example, tossing a coin is an experiment. Why this is an experiment? As whenever we toss a coin, we have two well-defined outcomes, that is, one is head and another is tail. So similarly, throwing a Ludo dice is another experiment. Whenever we throw a Ludo dice, we have well-defined outcomes that are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Similarly, drawing a card from well-shuffled pack of 52 playing card is another experiment in which we have 52 well-defined outcomes. So these are some experiments that we are going to use in this chapter, and there are infinite number of experiments there in mathematics. So the next term is sample space. It is the total number of possible outcomes of a random experiment. So for example, sample space when a coin is tossed. So when a coin is tossed, we have either head comes or tail comes. So that is ns equals to 2. So n is a cardinal number that shows the number of outcomes in the sample space. So ns equals to 2 means we have two outcomes, head and tail. So ns equals to 2. For example, the example number 2 is sample space when a coin is tossed twice. Whenever we toss a coin twice or two coins are tossed simultaneously, we have the outcomes as either head tail, tail head or tail tail. That is ns equals to 4. So we have number of outcomes in the sample space is 4. Similarly, sample space when a coin is tossed thrice. So sample space will have the outcomes as head tail, head tail head, tail tail, tail head, tail head, tail tail, tail head and tail tail. That is the number of outcome in the sample space is 8. Now the total outcomes when a coin is tossed n times would be, so the general formula will be 2 raised to n. Why we are using 2? As coin has two faces, one is head and another is tail, and n is the number of times coin tossed. So this is the general formula to find the outcomes when a coin is tossed n times. So pause the video and note it down. Next, the sample space when a Ludo dice is thrown. So the outcomes will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So that is the number of outcomes in the sample space is 6. Now sample space when two dice are thrown simultaneously. When two dice are thrown simultaneously, so the outcomes will be 1 on the first die and 1 on the second die. Similarly 1 and 2, 1 3, 1 4, 1 5, 1 6. Similarly 2 1, 2 2, 2 3, 2 4, 2 5 and 2 6 and so on. In the end we have 6 1, 6 2, 6 3, 6 4, 6 5 or it may be 6 6. So ns will be equals to 6 into 6, that is 36. So ns means total number of outcome in the sample space when the two dice are thrown simultaneously. So this becomes 36. So the total number of outcomes when a dice is thrown n times would be 6 raised to n, as when a dice is thrown the outcomes are 6. So we have 6 faces when a dice is thrown, and n is the number of times the dice is thrown. So 6 raised to n is a general formula to find the total outcomes when a dice is thrown n times. In the next one, the sample space of 52 playing cards. The 52 playing cards, we have 4 suits. One is spade, that is of black color. Other is club, that is of black color. Next one is diamond, that is of red color, and heart, that is of red color. So in each suit we have 13 cards. In club we have 13 cards, diamond we have 13 cards, and heart we have 13 cards. Now we have total 26 black cards that you can see from 13 black spade cards and 13 black club cards. So total black cards are 26. And similarly you can see we have total 26 red cards, 13 red cards from diamond shoot and 13 from heart shoot. So we have total 26 red cards in the pack of playing cards. So 13 cards in each shoots are, first card is ace, and next 9 cards are numbered as 2 to 10, and for 11 this is mentioned as J, and for 12 Q is mentioned, and for 13 K is mentioned, where J stands for Jack, Q stands for Queen, and K stands for King. So these 13 cards are present in each shoot of the playing card. You can see from this pictorial diagram. So Jack, Queen and King are face cards. Therefore, there are 12 face cards. In each shoot we have 3 face cards, that is Jack, Queen and King. Similarly, you can see in the club card, club shoot, that is Jack, Queen and King. Similarly in Jack, Queen and King and Jack, Queen and King. So 3 cards in each shoots are present. So total we have 4 shoots. So 3 into 4 becomes 12. So there are total 12 face cards in this pack of playing cards. Cards other than the face cards are called as pip cards. That is 52 minus 12 equals to 40. So we have 40 pip cards. The cards other than face cards are known as pip cards. So we can say we have 40 pip cards and 12 face cards. So next one, Ace, King, Queen and Jack are called as honor cards. Ace, King, Queen and Jack are called as honor cards. Next definition is event, and any subset of sample space is called an event. You can say from example, you can see probability of getting head when a coin is tossed is an event. Probability of getting a head when a coin is tossed, or we can say probability of getting a tail when a coin is tossed is an event. Similarly, the next definition is elementary event. Each outcome of any random experiment is called an elementary event. Next one, the sure event or certain event, an event which always occurs whenever the random experiment is performed. That is approximate 100 to 80%. So maximum is 100% or minimum is 80% is counted in sure event. So you can say getting a natural number less than 7 when a dice is thrown. So a natural number less than 7 when a dice is thrown, you can see when a dice is thrown we have 6 numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and all are natural number and all are less than 7. So this is sure event. So probability of sure event will be 1. We can say impossible event, an event which never occur whenever the random experiment is performed. The impossible event, when an event which never occur when the random experiment is performed. You can say getting a number greater than 6 when a die is thrown. So whenever we throw a die, getting a number greater than 6 is impossible event. As we know, on the dice the numbers are from 1 to 6, so there is no numbers greater than 6. So this is an impossible event. Next is favorable event. The class outcomes, the cases or outcomes which ensure the occurrence of event, which are in favor of us, are known as favorable event. Probability. The probability of an event is defined as probability of an event. So P of E means probability of an event equals to number of favorable outcomes by total possible outcomes, or we can say favorable event upon sample space. And favorable event is denoted by n of E upon n of S, that is sample space. So n denotes the cardinal number of favorable outcomes. N is the number of favorable outcomes or number of favorable events, and ns the number of outcomes in sample space. So we can denote this formula as ne upon ns directly. So next one, complement event, an event associated with a random experiment denoted by P of not E, which happens only when E does not happen, as called as complement of E. We can say P not E equals to 1 minus P of E, or PE equals to 1 minus P not E. P naught is also denoted by PE bar. This is bar sign. So sum of probabilities of the elementary event of an experiment is always 1. So that is PE1 plus PE2 plus PE3 plus dash dash up to PEN equals to n. You can take an example of all the elementary events of when a Ludo dice is thrown. Then the probability of all elementary events will be 1. You can see probability of getting 1. You can find that probability of getting 1 will be 1 by 6. Probability of getting 2 will be 1 by 6. Probability of 3 will be 1 by 6. Similarly, probability of 4 will be 1 by 6, and probability of 5 will be 1 by 6, and probability of 6 will be 1 by 6. So sum of all these probability will be 6 by 6, so it becomes 1. So you can see sum of probability will be always 1. Next one, the probability of sure event is 1. Sure event, that is 80 to 100% we consider. So probability of sure event is always 1, and probability of impossible event is 0. And physically we approach 0 to 20% in impossible event. So possibility of, or you can say probability of impossible event is always 0, and the probability of an event lies between 0 and 1 always. Impossible, for impossible event it is 0, and for sure event it is 1, including 0 and 1. 0 and 1 both are included. As you know, for impossible event the probability is 0, and for sure event it is 1. So probability always lies between 0 and 1. So that we can write PE is greater than equals to 0 or less than equals to 1. This is all about the basic of chapter 15, that is probability. So in the next video we will continue the exercise 15.1. So till then, keep watching.